In the third episode of Shift with Motor Drift, we had with us Raghav Sharma, who overwhelmed us with his in depth knowledge of the Indian market. Since one episode is never enough for the knowledge he has, we are going to take a deep dive again and try to extract the maximum value we can get from him. So, welcome Raghav again. I trust you are doing well, brother.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, brother.
So, shall we start?
Yes, absolutely.
So now you see that there are lots of things going on in the Indian market, but I would like to shift your attention to the affordable segment of cars, under 10 lakhs. It's getting more and
Yes,
more crowded with cars. Each day a
yes,
new car is
absolutely.
getting launched. So what are your
Yes.
opinions on that?
Um, I think that manufacturers are launching their products under this price bracket because the most buyers are also in this price bracket only. Like even the cases of the all the mobile phones, like all the brands, like the Chinese brand, they targeted the marketed under 15,000 mostly. And same is the case with the car brands. They are targeting the products under 15 lakhs because only few people who are pretty rich, they only go above 20 lakh towards 30 lakh product.
Hmm.
And this is the case.
So, recently the Nissan Magnite was launched in the Indian market, and Nissan is saying that it's going to annihilate the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza from the market. Do you think it has the
Mhm.
potential to do that?
I think it all depends, but it would be I think it can't happen, to be honest,
Hmm.
because like Brezza was in the market since I think like now in 4 to 5 years.
Yes.
Magnet is launching. I think the pricing is just coming tomorrow. I think
Hmm.
in the 2nd of December,
Yeah.
and the feature list. I think the features are pretty good. The engine option is also 1 liter turbocharged 3 cylinder,
Hmm.
and they are also giving a. I think they are also giving a 1 liter naturally aspirated, which is also present in the Triber.
Hmm.
And even Nissan is also claiming that they are giving mirror bore cylinder coating,
Hmm.
which is present in the GTR.
Hmm.
And they also are claiming that it will help in the all over performance, even in the fuel efficiency.
In
Nissan,
the reliability of the car.
yes, absolutely.
But what I feel is that the Magnite is underpowered. The base variant of the Magnite, it has only
Yes, yes.
72 horsepower. Just imagine
uh,
that, 72 horsepower in a compact SUV. What will be the
like
performance? So
even like
my
the 1.2.
my 2016 Swift has 83 horsepower in the base variant, and they are launching a car in 2021, which is a compact SUV. So it is a heavy car with 72 horsepower.
I don't know what's the case. Like even the Venue gets a 1.2, which was also present in the previous i20 1.2, the 1.21. I think it's also present now, and it's a pretty lazy engine, to be honest. And it also makes around 82 bhp something, and Nissan is giving 72 bhp.
Yeah, 72 bhp, and the torque numbers are also not that great.
Yes.
So I don't think that it has the potential to annihilate the Vitara Brezza as of now.
And yes, I think only the pricing would be a major point
Hmm.
for the sale figures.
Moreover, what the consumers are thinking, that there is no particular guarantee that Nissan will be in India for the next 5 years, as their sales are
Yes,
just going down and down and down. So people
yes,
are fearing
because
that Nissan might even leave India.
in my city there is no Nissan dealership.
Oh,
There used to be one dealership, but but now the dealership is converted into Renault showroom.
Nissan dealerships are just closing by day.
Yes,
Their
yes,
models are
no
failing, man.
dealerships.
They are not being
Yes,
able to adapt to the Indian market the way other manufacturers are.
like I think this Indian market is pretty tricky market, to be honest. Like there are two types of people, even more types of people. Like one people like the first segment needs only features. They
Hmm.
only go for features,
uh,
The second type of people only go for brand,
brand value.
and then it comes to the safety point.
And
Like
that, uh,
I have kept the safety just aside, man.
dude, there are lots of people, who are just like, dude, just tell me the features. I don't care about safety.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
There are people like that, and that's very sad to see.
Hmm.
And
But
yeah,
everything for the magnet, I would like to say that everything depends upon the pricing. Can't say anything about it. It
yeah.
would
If
be
they
a hit
get the
or a miss
pricing
from
right,
Nissan.
they might be able to,
Yes.
grab some of
Uh,
Vitara
yes.
Brezen's customers.
Not like the Vitara Brezas, like the sales are going bonkers, man. To be honest, like even they come close to XUV 300, even the Nexon. I think that would be pretty good for
Hmm.
Nissan.
If they are able to,
Like,
outperform their current models, then that would be good.
mhm. Like in the initial days of the Nissan Kicks, it also sold pretty good, around 1,000 to 2,000 units per month
Hmm.
in the initial days. But today, you know what's the condition.
It's getting down day by day.
Just after it has vanished, man.
Almost going to vanish.
It's been uh, it's been a month. I have not seen even a one kicks on the road.
Yeah, and that's why people are fearing that what if we buy the Nissan Magnite and
Hmm.
5 years later Nissan exits India? What will
Yes.
happen then?
Same case as a Chevrolet.
Yeah. So also you might be seeing the trend of Hyundai in India getting worse and worse. Like if you see the design of the Hyundai
Hmm.
cars, they are getting worse and worse. If you compare the
Yes.
previous
Yes.
generation to the current generation,
Absolutely.
what are your
Absolutely.
opinions on that?
Yes, man. Like I don't know what happened to the designers. Like previous, when in the time of, like in the era of 2012, 13, 14, like the cars were, man, like when the Verna Fluidic was launched, it has killed the city in terms
Hmm.
of design. It used to sell the Verna Fluidic. The Verna is still pretty good looking car in still present, but like even the Creta, like the I still prefer, in terms of design, I still prefer the older Creta over the new one.
Same here, man. Like the newer Creta looks like a 5-year-old designed it.
I I don't know what to say about it. Like even the new i20 from the front, I really liked it, to be
Hmm.
honest.
Hmm.
But from the rear, like in the top end variant, you get LED light, that looks pretty good. But what about the base variant? That looks ugly AF.
Base variant, especially, man, and they are still calling it premium.
Yeah, and look at the pricing, man.
Yeah, they are calling that it is a premium hatchback, so it has to be priced premiumly.
Yes.
Kya premium? You are not offering something, which is like segment first and which has not been in the segment of offered in the segment before.
Like in terms of features, I think that Hyundai is still nailing it.
Hmm.
But overall, as a product, not that good. Not that good.
Yeah, and even if you see their cars like the Venue and the Creta, the
Okay.
design has been kind of worsened every year. If you see that Creta, they have followed that, Harrier's robotic face. Harrier had a
I don't
robotic
know.
face like look alike.
You know, Mini
Yeah,
Palisade. They are
yeah.
claiming to Mini Palisade.
Mini, no, it's not. And they are giving it dual exhaust in the rear. Like
Uh,
it is going to make it look sporty. I once saw it in person and I was like, nothing could be worse than this.
I
Previous
would still
generation was
prefer the
much better.
older kit. Yes, it was good looking, man. It was handsome.
It really was. Also,
Like the
you might be
grills,
saying, yeah, the grill.
like the grills are going ugly.
Hmm. And especially that
Early,
chrome finish.
yes.
It's
Early used to see that like the fluidic Tucson.
hmm,
You remember the old one?
yeah,
It was a pretty expensive car, like competing with the Toyota Fortuners. Like the top end variant goes to with the Fortuner base one.
hmm,
But the design, man, it was looking so fresh. Like the Fortuner used to be like some old grandpa.
Huh. It didn't had that modern elements, but this one.
But today also that the Tucson is pretty good,
Hmm.
not that ugly. Only I have complaints with the Creta, the new
Hmm.
i20.
Hmm.
Even the venue's grill is not that good, but overall headlights, that's pretty good.
Yeah, the taillights could have been bigger. In the rear, the taillights are just too
Uh,
small. They might suit
but
well on a
I think,
hatchback.
but I think that the rear end of the venue is pretty good than the Sonnet, to be honest. These are my
Sonnet.
likings.
Yeah. Inside the venue is quite spacious.
Uh,
I have
it's
sat in
pretty
one.
equal, I would say. It's
Hmm.
equal.
Yeah. Tata is going to launch the Gravitas soon. Like in the upcoming month of January 2021, it will be a seven-seater version of the Harrier. And they
Mhm.
are targeting the seven-seater segment leader, Toyota Innova Krista. So, what do you think about that?
I think again it would be a hit or a miss, to be honest, man.
Mm. Either
Like,
of these two.
huh, like Innova is a proper MPV, rear
Mm.
wheel drive MPV.
Mm.
Like when they launched the Hexa, it was as comfortable, even more comfortable than the Innova,
Mm.
and it was competing with the Innova and the XUV 500.
Mm.
Like XUV 500 used to come with the all-wheel drive, and Mahindra claims that it can do pretty good off-roading. And Innova used to be a proper MPV with all over comfort and convenience, but the Hexa offered both.
Mm.
Like you can even do off-roading with it. It was a proper Leh Ladakh car, man.
Capable as
And
well.
even, yes, it was capable and even comfortable, even more comfortable than the Innova. But you can see that no one bought it.
Yeah, man.
Like even the cases of the Gravitas, I would say, like the Harrier is doing pretty well in the market. Like when they offer an automatic, even more features. Even with the Gravitas, I would say that if they will offer everything like sunroof, everything automatic, every engine option, transmission, then I would say that it can sell pretty well.
They have to nail it in the base variant. If they
Yes, yes.
give more and more features in the base variant, people will be like, oh man, if the base variant is so good, just imagine what the top variants would be like. People would buy it more
Yeah,
and more then.
yes, and I would say that people would be end up buying the middle variant, like they used to offer the XM variants, the
Yeah.
pretty value for
The middle variant is the one which sells the most. Because people are
money.
like, yeah, neither it is the base variant, neither do we have to pay
uh,
expensive amount of money to get
yes.
the top variant.
Yeah, they think that we can add some more things after market to look at make it
Yeah.
as a top model.
Middle variant is the sweet spot.
Hmm.
So, like, what do you think that why the Tata Hexa failed?
Tata Hexaman, one thing I don't know why people like um once like one main point would be the pricing.
Hmm.
At that, like giving 20 lakhs, 20 to 20 lakhs for a brand like Tata,
Hmm.
first issue, and second would be the point of reliability. Like people used to thought that no man, that their old Sumo Safari used to be as they used to be go like a truck, man.
Hmm. So
First,
people
then
still
second
had that
reliability.
opinion.
Yes, third after sales and service, pretty bad service. Third
Tata has
point,
still not
and
resolved
the,
that.
these were the I think main issues.
They
But the
still had
product,
that analogy that, array, it's a Tata SUV, it will go like a
uh,
truck.
yes, yes, yes.
But it was a great product, man. Sadly, the market
Hmm,
didn't capture it.
it was a
Same
great
happened with
product.
the JTP, I guess. In like people were not
I
ready for performance cars at that time.
Yes, like the the segment they offered, like the janta of that segment is pretty low, man. Like people bought the Tiago under 6 lakh. It used to go even more than 6 7 lakh. Then they think that why should we buy a Tiago for that much money?
Hmm. Why should I not buy
Getting
a SUV?
uh, getting a compact SUV, even a premium hatch.
Hmm. Like people in India are obsessed over SUVs.
Hmm.
So whenever they see like, okay, if I am spending more than 10 lakhs, it has to be SUV.
Hmm.
They want to have that commanding position and all that.
Yeah, commanding position, even like the situation of the roads, man, the current situation of the Indian highways, everything, SUVs are doing pretty good.
Also, the versatility they offer SUVs, the
The worst,
versatility.
yes, yes.
Yeah, like you can drive it on the road, you can drive it
Hmm.
in cities, on highways, bad roads, mountains, vacations, whatever be the purpose.
Ma-
Yeah,
Like
seriously, man.
at this price bracket, like people buy premium hatch, I would any day go for SUV.
Hmm. But
Like
seriously, man.
I know these are not a proper SUV like the jacked up hatchbacks only, but still, man,
Yeah, but I would have honestly bought the
providing the
Tiago
versatility.
JTB. Like, I
Yes,
was,
absolutely.
I was like, man, this is the first time, like we are seeing a proper performance car from a brand like an Indian
Yes,
brand.
from a domestic brand.
Yeah, I was so pumped up to see dual exhaust. Like, it sounded good as well, performed good. But when I saw that Tata discontinued it, I was like,
Yes.
well, this was pretty inevitable. Like, Indians don't love performance cars.
Yeah, but now I think Indians are going towards performance like the GT lines, like the Kia offers the GT lines, even the
Hmm.
Hyundai want 1 liter turbo, 1.4 turbo.
I wish, man. I want the JTB lineup back. Let's see what happens on that.
E- e- even Maruti Suzuki was the Baleno RS was way too early,
Huh.
like the Baleno RS.
Hmm.
It was
But
it was way too early.
yeah, but the Baleno RS is one of the top five fastest hatchbacks in India. Like, it did 0 to
Mhm.
100 in 10.26 seconds. It's not that fast, but it still is fast.
Pretty good, gets the job done.
Yeah. It was on the fifth number of the top five fastest hatchbacks in India ever. So it had cars like, the Punto Abarth with 145
Yes.
horsepower and that.
Oh,
So,
that machine is insane.
uh, that was insane, man. Also, what do you think about paying 25 to 30 lakhs for a Tata car? What's your perspective on that? Like, if you were a buyer of an SUV
Mhm.
in that segment,
Mhm.
would you pay that
Mhm.
amount of money for a Tata? Of course, if the car is good,
Yes, I can.
you will. Like
Because
most
like
people are
man,
like, brand doesn't matter. Like, yeah,
uh,
like you are like, brand doesn't matter, the product does. Similarly, like me.
I think Tata only has one issue. Like even in this era, like the after sales are pretty bad. Yes, I think that's only one of the main reasons. Like today, at present,
If they solve it, then their sales might improve a lot.
yeah, that kind of thing.
They keep making memes on other cars, on Maruti's, on their Instagram account. But when
Yeah,
people comment that they can make an memes on your after sales service, then they don't
uh,
reply. Then they don't respond because they know their after sales service are shit.
uh,
But they need to work upon it. If they work upon it and it becomes as good as the one on the Maruti after sales service, Maruti gone.
to be honest, like man, Maruti's sales service is not also not that great.
But the availability of
It's average.
servicing parts and all that.
That thing.
Yeah. Even if you are in a small town, you can get a part of
Uh,
in a Maruti car, but not in a
yeah,
Tata.
b- yes, absolutely. Because part sharing is too much, man, in the
Hmm.
Marutis. Like the outside ORVM, you can the ORVM. I think in the Baleno, in the Ciaz, even
Hmm.
the Ignis.
Hmm.
I think all the ORVM's design is pretty same.
Hmm. So most of the
Like these
parts
are
remain the
small
same.
parts. Yeah,
Yeah.
small parts like the door handles, the door locks, the power window switch.
Hmm.
These things, like if a manufacturer makes everything different, it would be pretty difficult for them also.
Hmm. They keep most of their parts same, even the engine components as well.
Like even like and in the case of the Tata, they are giving that same shitty instrument cluster in the Nexon.
Mm.
that digital one.
Yeah.
I don't know why, man, but the
They
previous
need to
one
do
looks
some
better.
innovation. They need to
Like even the
innovate.
case, absolutely.
Also, did you see the Thar's new NCAP test, Euro NCAP? It scored four
Uh,
stars, man.
Pretty happy about it, man. Our domestic brands are doing pretty well.
Yeah, they are rocking the the platforms on foreign brands.
Like
The Jeep
to
Wrangler
be
scored
honest,
one
like
star, or maybe
uh,
even zero. Who knows?
the Wrangler would be in tears, man,
Yeah, like
after
people
listening to.
people were saying that Thar is a cheap ripoff of the Wrangler,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
it is more safer than the car it desired to be.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Uh, like
That
to
was
be
the
honest,
meme
man,
of
I
the
think that
century.
like to be honest, I think that like the cars, like even like these SUVs, the
Mm,
ladder on frame ones, that early use in my mind used to be a doubt that they are pretty safe or not. But
mm.
now seeing the ratings, I think no, man, I was wrong.
No, first I was like, okay, Tata makes safe cars. Like Nexon scored 5 star.
Mhm,
So I was like, okay,
mhm.
Tata
The
scored,
Altroz,
huh?
even.
Yeah, yeah. Then I saw that Mahindra is, also, like pushing its safety platform. And now, seeing a proper off-road car scoring that good.
I think that Thar, I think um, getting clear the talks that the the XUV 300, the platform was bought from the Tivoli, the
Hmm.
Sangyong Tivoli. I think Mahindra has done nothing about it. Like in the
Hmm.
platform, they have just bought it because the platform was pretty safe.
Hmm.
I think when the Tivoli was tested in the global NCAP or something like the safety facility, I
Hmm.
think it has also scored 5 star something.
Hmm.
I think Mahindra has also only worked in the metal.
Still, man, quite respectable the work they have did.
Yes. Ah, anyway.
Like the Thar is a very capable SUV for the price it is.
Yes,
And it
and
is, a convertible SUV, which every Indian might be desiring at the moment.
like I think like the pricing they have offered, like um going for a top end variant like of the Nexon, even the Sonnet, even the Venues. I think going for a Thar is a pretty good deal
Hmm. But I
at
feel,
that price
like,
point.
yeah, like it is slightly overpriced.
Even the like in my city,
Hmm.
the petrol manual transmission, the hardtop one, the
Hmm.
LX,
Hmm.
it costs 13 point something lakhs on road.
Hmm.
I think better going with that vehicle, man. Why to give that soft roader pretty huge amount of money?
Hmm. The top end
Like
variant
the
is, yeah.
the prices also vary from city to city. Na? That's also the
Hmm.
case.
In New Delhi here, the top variant costs about 17 lakhs. So, it's
Hmm.
approaching to 20. So
Uh,
I was like, maybe if, they reduce the price a little bit, and now they are saying that the
yeah,
Thar is going
the
to get a
price. Yeah.
price hike,
Yes, yes, yes.
and I'm like, just don't push it to 20 lakhs, or a great product will be ruined, and you will
Yes,
have to
but this,
discontinue it.
but to be honest, man, the sale figures are pretty good. I think under 3 to 4 days, it has got more than 9,000 bookings.
Bookings, yeah, the booking numbers were
Yeah,
insane. People
yes,
went
I was
bonkers
shocked.
about it. Thar, Thar, Thar.
But man,
Compared
the
to the,
product is also
yeah,
very good, man. Like in person, I've seen one Thar in our parking.
mm, the new gen.
Man, yes, the new gen,
Oh,
the latest one. Man, it was huge.
I
It
want
was
to
not
see
even
it,
the
yeah.
it was not even the like it was not even the top end variant. It was the middle one, soft top.
Mm.
The person has upgraded to huge tires, even the alloys, aftermarket headlights. It was looking huge, man. The item standing to it, it was looking like a mice.
It is, or also they have nailed the off-road elements of the car. The approach angle is
Mhm.
great, the wheelbase is short, so the brake over angle is great, and the departure angle is segment best also.
Hmm. I think the off-road capabilities are equal towards like even the previous one was a pretty good off-roader.
Yeah, but the previous one was
Like
not
like
safe.
Uh, that was
This
the
one
case. It
is
was not as safe. This one is pretty safe, man.
this one is safe as well, and it performs as well. It has a good interior as well.
Yes, absolutely. It's a lifestyle vehicle, but it can be used every day.
It's an everyday usable car now. And the previous
Mm-hmm.
gen had a lot of road noise coming in. The performance wasn't great as well.
Yes, yes, it was a Ganesh.
Yeah, it was like slow as hell on the road. But this one, if you see the diesel option, the engine, especially the diesel engine option, it has
Mm.
got 152 horsepower and 300 newton meter of torque.
Yes, even the petrol one, man, it
Hmm.
also has got around
130
150
horsepower.
bhp.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure about the figure.
Yeah, like I was thinking, what if Mahindra took that 150 bhp diesel engine and put it in a hatchback or something like that? Just think about it.
The wheels would come
150,
off.
150 bhp and 300 newton meter of torque. Proper hot hatchback.
They they will detune it.
Yeah,
They know that
I want that to happen. And if
overall the
it doesn't happen,
drive
yeah,
shaft would come off.
if that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna make sure that I make it something like that. I'm gonna make a project car or something like that. So, like, now, what are your opinions on the double standards shown by Maruti? They are offering safer cars in outer countries, and they are offering cars with less safety in India. What are your opinions on that?
I think in terms of cost cutting, man, I don't know why are they doing that, but the main reason would be cost cutting, the fuel efficiency, I think, and even the performance.
Hmm.
Like the power to weight ratio, like even the in this new Wagon R, the power to weight ratio is insane, man.
Hmm.
It's more than 100 bhp. The power to weight, the graph,
Hmm.
that's insane for that size of car.
Hmm. Also, at the end of the day, it comes to the consumer. If the
Hmm.
consumer is accepting a shit product, then the company will sell you a shit product.
Yes, and they will not care, man.
They will not care. Like, they in a Facebook post of theirs, someone commented from South Africa that the espresso has so low safety standards. Then they commented that no, no, no. In South Africa, we give you two seat belts, this and that. We give you this parking sensors as well. Then an Indian guy commented, "You can't give
uh,
these features standard in the Indian market. Why are you doing that? Why this partiality?"
like I think yesterday I was also reading an article, I think in on which website I don't remember that, but they said that the espresso selling in the African market, like the espresso they are exporting, that is pretty safe than the espresso present
We
in
are
the Indian
getting,
market.
and this is a bigger market
I
for
don't know
them.
why they are.
It's not like
Mhm.
the African market is larger one from the India. They are where they are today because of India, and now they are
Like
selling their
also
shittiest
earlier
products
that
to us.
I think like after the safety ratings of the Thar, I
Hmm.
think I would never ever go with the Jimny if they launch in the Indian market.
They are going to ruin it. They are going to make the chassis thinner. They are going to
Hmm.
do all of weight cutting on just maximizing their profits,
Yes.
just saving like 10-20,000 from each car. And then the sales figure, they sell like 2-3
Like
million units.
early Marutis, I would say that the the metal sheet they used to give for one car, they
Hmm.
are now they are giving it. The metal sheet is divided into two
Two
cars.
cars.
That piece of metal only
Hmm.
into two cars into C
After
class.
the second generation Swift, which scored like
Hmm.
3 stars in the Euro NCAP, their quality just got deteriorated. Baleno,
Like even the second gen Swift was also banned in the New Zealand or Australian market. I don't remember that. It was banned
yeah,
for the safety reasons only.
yeah, cause it scored 3 stars, man. Yeah,
But
3 star.
but but to be honest, man, the second gen felt even a little bit safer than the third gen, like the cell which is being sold now.
Hmm. I have sat in this second gen. I have even one in my family, so I can
Mhm.
definitely agree to
Mhm.
that. In the
Yes,
third
yes,
gen,
absolutely.
in the third gen, I literally could hammer the roof down. I have that strength. That's the that's a car which has to offer safety to 5 people inside it. And here I
And
am, I can
Maruti
do
used to
this,
claim,
and the car will break down.
and
That's
Maruti used
Maruti
to
Suzuki
claim
for
that
you.
we are offering safe cars for you. Like most safe car they offer is, I think the S Cross is pretty good. The Brezza is also good,
The
but
Brezza is
other
good.
than that, even the Ciaz for that matter, like on the head-on collision, like the Ciaz is, would also perform pretty well,
Hmm.
around 3 to 4 star, like I expect this.
Yeah.
But but the cars below that price, nah, nah, nah.
So, man, finally, what are your views on the obsession of Indians with features rather than safety? Indians obsessed over features rather than safety. What do you think about
Man,
that?
like people say that safety depends upon your driving, which is also true. But how would you know that the accident would occur now? The accident happening in India are pretty, they are different from other markets.
Hmm.
Like the tree falling on upon a tree, upon a car, like the pole falling, like collision from side, the trucks falling upon a car.
Hmm.
Like they are not proper collision happening, like the proper frontal collision
Hmm.
that the platform will help you, even the all the crumple zone will help you.
Hmm. People
Like
also,
people say that,
don't consider the fact that okay, I drive good, but what about the
hmm,
other person? If that guy
yes,
doesn't know driving, what happens then?
that's the case.
What if he comes on and crashes you right in the face? You're
Mm-hmm.
going to get die.
Like this is all the case, but safety has also, like some people mindset has also changed. Like they want safer cars, like even the XUV, the Nexon,
Hmm.
even the Altros, even the car segment above that
Hmm.
they are going towards safety also.
Man, like the
I
last
think
and
this trend
final.
is changing.
Yeah, the trend is changing. Now, the last and final question is, where do you see the Indian car market 10 years from now? Will EVs be dominating all the segments or what?
Man, everything depends upon the development in a country. Like even the if the electric market, even the infrastructure for electrical would increase,
Hmm.
then I would think that the EVs will rob away the market.
Hmm.
But looking at the conditions, I would say nah, around 20 years later only.
Hmm.
But
Cause
the government has also said to manufacturers like the production of EVs would be EVs has to be done in huge numbers. The manufacturers are also doing, like even the Nexon EV, the like in the MG EV, even the Kona.
the Nexon AV, showed a good potential of what you know
Mhm.
happens when some Indian manufacturers go all in making an electric car. It's good.
Like
It's great.
even like early EVs were not that pretty good, like the Verito E2O
Don't talk
and
about
even
the
the
Verito.
Tigor EV. They
That
were
car is
pretty
just
bad.
meant to be an airport taxi, nothing more than that.
Yes, absolutely.
And that was too because the government wanted to push the EV revolution in India. But at
That's
least
also the case.
do so with a
Let's see
great
what
product,
happens.
man. You don't push the electric revolution in India with a Verito.
Like in the bigger cities, like even the Bangalore or something, like the metropolitan cities, you
Hmm.
can see
Hmm.
EVs on the road. But still, I think it's pretty long way for EVs.
Most of the buyers of EV, are there from belong to the South India because people are more woke there.
Uh,
People are more aware of the trends and the safety and everything. So
you
they
can say
buy
that.
better products. Yeah, that's a thing which I've seen in the in the Indian
Hmm.
market. People there buy a car. So Raghav, that will be a wrap for this time.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you for your wonderful insights on the Indian car market. I'm sure it's going to be of
And
value to several people.
and for everyone, please subscribe to this guy. Please share the video and give your comments in the comment box below.
Yes. So man, it will be a wrap and bye.
Okay. Okay, brother.